46 people are dead after tornadoes ripped through parts of Michigan and Oklahoma over the weekend. In Michigan, authorities say 3 deaths along with 12 injuries have been reported just 2 hours outside of Detroit and Branch County. The National Weather Service confirms an EF3 tornado touched down about 50 miles southwest in Cass County. 1 person has died as well. In Oklahoma, authorities say at least 2 people died just 30 miles south of Tulsa.
Just kind of a shock, and but we've had things happen here at Beggs before, and we'll get through these like we have previously.
Here at home, like Danny mentioned, some more strong storms could possibly move in this week. Local emergency managers say everyone needs to stay aware of weather alerts, and they're encouraging residents to sign up for multiple alert systems. They also say the best thing that you can do is have a plan in place before the storm hits.
A bag that is just your emergency preparedness kit. You can have some bottled water, food, snacks, food for your animals, extra medication, toys. We also ask you to make sure you get a leash for your animal.
Hit Van Buren and parts of Fort Chaffee last year. Will Sappington with Sebastian County Emergency Management says they are now preparing with storm spotter training, and they're paying close attention to radar sooner. He says after hours, every school in the county becomes a shelter in case of an emergency. Well, in the Middle East, as the fighting with Iran escalates, Iran has confirmed that there is a new leader. It's the country's new supreme leader, and it is the son of the first supreme leader who was his father. President Trump told Fox News that he's not happy about the selection and previously said that he wants to be involved in picking the next leader. U.S. officials also say a 7th American has died from the Iranian attacks. Natalie Brand has more.
Thick black smoke rose above Beirut today as Israel targets Iranian-backed Hezbollah in Lebanon. In Tehran, plumes engulfed much of Iran's capital city after weekend strikes by the U.S. and Israel targeting oil storage facilities.
I think we are all seeing right now the threat that this clerical regime poses to the region and to the world. They are trying to hold the world hostage. They are attacking their neighbors.
The latest fighting comes as Iranian clerics chose slain Supreme Leader Ayatollah Khamenei's son Mojtaba Khamenei as his successor, prompting celebrations from hardline supporters. Israel offered this warning.
The highest risk job right now is to be the new Ayatollah. That's a high-risk job.
President Trump told Fox News he's not happy about the selection. He had said he wanted to be involved in choosing the next leader.
We don't want to come back every 5 years or every 10 years and do this. So we want to pick a president that's not going to be leading their country into a war.
The president is also blaming Iran for the deadly strike on a girls' school late last month. Sources tell CBS News an early U.S. assessment suggests the United States is likely responsible, but did not target the school intentionally.
It's being investigated, which is the only answer I'm prepared to give.
As the president and vice president paid tribute this weekend to the service members killed in conflict, U.S. Central Command says a 7th has died from injuries sustained during the initial retaliatory attacks. Natalie Brand, CBS News, the White House.
Well, right now, only 5 states remain below the $3 per gallon mark when it comes to gas, but barely due to the conflicts in Iran. Oklahoma, Arkansas, Mississippi, Tennessee, Missouri, and Kansas are all less than 1 cent from averaging at $3 a gallon. The national average for a gallon is now at $3.45. Diesel prices are also surging, up 72 cents a gallon from last week. Well, locals are weighing in on the conflict in Iran. Demonstrators gathered in Fayetteville over the weekend asking for an end to the violence, saying the strikes are killing innocent people and putting American troops in danger. Protesters also say that they fear President Trump could be starting a costly new war with the Middle East.
I think that while he told the Iranian people he was concerned about them, their freedom, I don't think he really cares about them.
Immigrant said that this is a fight for freedom.
We are okay to just persist a little bit more until this war is ended, because this war was the last chance for us to survive from this regime.
He says his focus is human rights and democracy, not war. Meanwhile, demonstrators at the rally said that they are asking for a more diplomatic approach from U.S. leaders. Well, Main Street Fort Smith is rolling out a new initiative which is aimed at investing in downtown and helping small businesses grow. It's called the Commerce Collective. It's a downtown business incubator. The program is designed to fill vacant storefronts in downtown Fort Smith while giving businesses a low-risk path into retail spaces. Businesses selected for the program will operate in a downtown space for at least 4 months under a 6-month lease, which is paid for by Main Street Fort Smith. Executive Director Amanda Hager says that this program is also about revitalizing downtown.
This program is one of the ways that Main Street Fort Smith is trying to combat that perception that downtown is unsafe or undesirable by bringing in more businesses, by increasing the business mix, and having the activation of vacant storefronts, and hopefully just bringing more foot traffic in general to downtown.
Applications are now open through April 3rd. Businesses selected will operate in this space from May through October. Well, in Fayetteville, Conagra Brands is planning a major expansion at its local production facility. The company is investing about $200 million to grow operations and boost chicken production. The expansion is expected to create at least 100 new jobs over the next 5 years. Construction on the project is set to begin later this year. Well, happening this week, the Arkansas Department of Transportation will hold 2 public meetings on a future I-49 corridor. The 44-mile segment would be located between Highway 71 near Barling and Y-City. And right now, design surveys and reviews about environmental impact are underway. The first meeting will take place tomorrow at Valley View Church of Christ in Greenwood. The other will be held on Thursday at First Church of the Nazarene in Waldron. Both meetings start at 4:30. On continuing coverage, Arkansas officials are raising questions on popular betting apps in the state. According to our partners at Arkansas Business, Polymarket and Kalashi users, they're betting against each other on the outcome of real-world events, even in states where wagering is illegal. Though Kalashi says that it is federally regulated and operating legally, the Attorney General, Tim Griffin, is rebutting that statement, saying that Kalashi's business model constitutes gambling and requires a gambling license. Legal battles are already underway, and legal experts say that it could take years to determine if prediction markets can operate freely in many states.